What if I told you some of the biggest names in the world, people who dominate Hollywood, music, and global fame, have never stepped onto the Met Gala red carpet? Sounds impossible, right? Because the Met Gala isn't just an event, it's the event. Often called fashion's biggest night, it's where power, celebrity, and creativity collide in one of the most exclusive rooms on the planet. Every year, the biggest stars walk those iconic steps at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, wearing outfits that take months to design, sometimes costing more than a house. And yet, some of the most recognizable faces in the world have never been there, not once. Let's start with a name that instantly surprises people: Meryl Streep, one of the most respected actresses of all time, multiple Oscars, decades of influence, and still, no Met Gala appearance. She was actually supposed to co-chair the 2020 event, but it got cancelled. And since then, she's just never shown up. Then there's Jennifer Aniston. You've seen her everywhere, from Friends to blockbuster films, but never at the Met Gala. And honestly, no one really knows why. There's no controversy, no ban, just a complete absence. Now it gets even more interesting. Adele, one of the biggest voices in music history, a global icon, yet she's never walked those steps. Some reports suggest it's simply because of scheduling or personal preference. But think about that. Someone that powerful choosing not to attend an event that most celebrities dream about. And she's not alone. We're talking about legends like Dolly Parton, Mariah Carey, even stars like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. All names you'd expect to see dominating the Met Gala headlines, but they've never been part of it. So now the real question becomes why? Because getting into the Met Gala isn't just about fame, it's about approval. The guest list is tightly controlled, personally curated by Anna Wintour. Even if you're rich, even if you're famous, even if you're trending worldwide, that doesn't guarantee you a seat. In fact, tickets alone can cost up to $100,000. And even then, brands usually buy tables and choose which celebrities represent them. So sometimes, it's not that these stars aren't invited, it's that they don't fit the theme, the narrative, or the image the event wants to present that year. But there's another side to this. Some celebrities simply don't like the Met Gala. It's highly controlled, no phones inside, strict rules, carefully managed interactions. For some stars, especially those who prefer privacy or authenticity, it just doesn't feel worth it. And then there are those who might be quietly avoiding it, because the Met Gala today isn't just about fashion, it's about power, influence, and even politics. In recent years, there's been growing criticism that the event has become more about money and connections than pure creativity. So when you see names missing, it's not always random. Sometimes it's a choice, sometimes it's strategy, and sometimes it's something deeper. Because not attending the Met Gala, in a strange way, can actually say more than attending it. It can signal independence, it can signal exclusivity, or it can simply mean they don't need it. And that's what makes this so fascinating. Because while millions watch the red carpet every year, analyzing outfits, judging looks, and following trends, there's a completely different story happening in the background. A story of the biggest stars choosing to stay away from the biggest night in fashion. So next time you watch the Met Gala and you see all the headlines about who was there, ask yourself this: who wasn't there, and why? Because sometimes, the most powerful statement is not showing up at all.